Mabuhay ug madayaw. Thank you so much for having me, Sir Carlos.
Hello po sa lahat ng viewers. Si Sir Carlo, mabuhay og madaya.
One of the purpose of the human life is to serve.
I couldn't say no, so now I'm here.
It really wasn't in the cards for me to join a pageant. You know what? I'm already 25. Yes, of course. I have so many memories there. Of course.
So why?
Tapos nag-interview pag yung kasama yung kungawa, basta sikat kayo ni sila nga media dadto.
You're always solo flight and I cannot imagine doing those things, no? You're so doing those things.
Maayong adlaw, mabuhay ug madayaw gikan sa dakbayan sa Davao. And we are here once again for another edition of our one-on-one heart-to-heart interview here on the Kadang Pan Digital Facebook page, YouTube channel, and the Kadang Pan Digital Network Facebook page. Humana ang puwasa, humana man pod ang araw ng Davao, but of course, wala mahuman ang ato ang pakikumustahan ay together with the concurrent Hiyas sa Kadayawan 2025, ang Hiyas sa Maranao makeup artist, of course, and she's involved in so many organizations of which I don't know what is her involvement in such, but we'll have a heart-to-heart conversation together with Bais City, Norhana Sangkaan. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi ta'ala wabarakatuh. Mabuhay ug madayaw City.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi ta'ala wabarakatuhu. I am Siti Norhana R. Sangkaan. Mabuhay ug madayaw, and I am leading Hiyas sa Kadayawan 2025.
Yes, I am honored that long overdue na baya. But timely that it happens right here and right now because you are much awaiting for this casual conversation.
Yeah, actually, kasi ang dami nang na-postpone na events because of time constraints, and marami ding events during araw ng Davao, and as well as Ramadan.
Yeah. Pero of course, na human naman gid ang puasa. Yeah. But thank you so much for giving your time with us, and I know this is going to be a very meaningful conversation between the two of us because gusto na akong kumustahon with your responsibility as the ambassadress of Davao City, representing not only Bangsa Maranao but the entire 11 tribes of Davao City. Kumusta naman ang imuhang pakiktambayayong with the people of Davao City, and especially yung mga 11 tribes din sa atuang syudad?
Actually, no. During my reign now, starting from my reign, daghan jud kay responsibilities that I have to cater, not only as a representative of Bangsa Maranao, but also the whole Davao City community, as well as the 11 of the linguistic tribes. And for now, we are actually working for our advocacy that kailangan na mo i-implement not only as 3 Hiyas with my Hiyas sisters, Hiyas sa Panaghiusa, Miss Catherine, as well as Hiyas sa Kalambuan, Miss Chovy. We were also collaborating with the other ethno-linguistic tribes na mga sisters po namo, because I think it does not our responsibility does not end as parang 3 Hiyas, but also we should also amplify the voices of other parang tribes of Davao City.
Yes. It is a very roller coaster sa imuhang part, no? But of course, maybe this time that I wanted na magsugod ni conversation with this quite unusual na pangutana, those viewers who doesn't know about you, but what is really your childhood dream?
As a person, as a human being, noon talaga, I don't really know my purpose. I just want to live happily and do the things that I want to do. But my childhood dream is, of course, to be a medical practitioner. And at that time, I was really looking forward to see my future endeavors as a future medical professional. But then, of course, God or Allah has parang different path sa akin, and He gave me more which is being an ambassadress of Davao City. And I never really expected to really love this job, to really love the responsibility of being the cultural ambassadress of Davao City and also a representative of my Bangsa, Maranao, and as well as 11 ethno-linguistic tribes. So yeah, parang precisely, I really want to serve people, and that's my parang dream to really pursue and to empower human beings and to be their voices.
Yes. This is a very meaningful, no? Kay, very familiar sa kwa katong Maranao tribe because probably nagkatagman good diya sa Barangay 23-C, which I believe, and of course through former Deputy Mayor Randy Usman, I believe. But of course, how well supported in your part during the time when you were doing your journey sa Hiyas sa Kadayawan with the current Deputy Mayor of Maranao Tribe dito sa Davao City?
Yeah, I just want to shout out Miss Rahima Usman, our current Deputy Mayor of Maranao. Grabe no, during my parang journey as the Hiyas sa Bangsa Maranao sa Hiyas sa Kadayawan 2025, grabe jud ang suporta nga nakuha nako. Especially sa akong Deputy Mayor who really did her best to parang teach me, to guide me sa tanan butang kasi for those who don't know, it's actually my first time joining parang mga pageants. And I never joined any pageant before or like kanang mag-Q&A, magrampa sa atubangan, doing cultural presentation. And I'll be honest, I'm not really familiar with parang the cultural beauty of our Bangsa tribe. And because with the help of my Deputy Mayor, grabe jud akong natun-an as a Maranao, parang nabuhay jud ang akong blood as part of the ethno-linguistic tribes, as well as from the practice of communication skills to communicate communication with the other people, as well as the values and cultural representations among Maranao tribe. All of that, hindi ko talaga siya magagawa without the help of our deputy mayors and as well as my handlers.
Yeah. Grabe ang imong ginaagian, no? And although this is not really typical for you to join in di naman siguro pageant, but rather representing the culture.
Dagan naging actually, to be honest, mali pala yung parang term ko. Hiyas sa Kadayawan is not a pageant itself. It's a cultural representation of the different ethno-linguistic tribes of Davao City. So, kana jud siya ma-showcase jud namo ang beauty. Not only kanang kung unsa may naa sa Davao, but also the beliefs, the values, and the cultures na naa diri sa Davao City, which not a lot of people know. And through this Hiyas sa Kadayawan, ma-showcase jud namo and mapakita namo kung unsa jud naa diri sa Davao City, and also for tourism, di ba?
Yeah, that's correct.
Yeah.
Now, let's go on sa imuhang. I don't know that it is, for me, no, wala ko kabalo that you are a makeup artist, but when did you start your honing talent, making up people through their lovely faces, Baya? When did you start being a makeup artist?
Actually, I started being a makeup artist since I was, I think, 16. Then, but hindi ako gumawa ng pages ko. So, basically, yung mga clients ko noon, just like, hindi ko talaga ginapost. Kasi, I didn't have the courage at first to para showcase my, like, talent as a makeup artist. But then, when I won the Hiyas sa Kadayawan 2025, I actually tried to do my own makeup during the events. Kasi, syempre, mahal po ang pagpa-makeup sa ating mga handlers. So, sabi ko, because of the parang demanding events na meron ako, I tried to do my own makeup, my glam, all in all. Ako lang talaga gumawa. And parang nakita ko na a lot of people are giving me compliments sa sinong makeup artist mo, sinong gumawa niyan, can you refer me to her? And they didn't know that I was the one who just parang did my glam, and I told myself to like have the courage to just make a page and then post all my clients, and a lot of people loved it. That's why parang pinatuloy ko na din siya, and I didn't know how much accomplishment, not only as parang He is Sakadayawan 2025, but I also did a parang backbone of me as a makeup artist. So even though parang I'm not only a Hiya Sakadayawan, but some people will also know na meron din akong talent to showcase as a pageant, as a cultural ambassador, as well as parang as a person din na naghahanap ng parang some passion to grow and to show to everyone.
Wow. Grabe yung mga fighting spirit sa yung mga pagka-makeup artist na kay for those na gustong syempre, sponsor di ay ni kay kakoy plug. Kung ganahan mo nga magpa-makeup, i-refer na ko, I suggest si Bae City Norhana Sangkaan inyong i-contact.
Yeah, sana. I have my page, Glow by City. So please contact me if you want to be glammed by the Hiya Sakadayawan 2025.
Yeah, oo. Now, kani, I like to ask with regards sa imong personal life, how well supportive sa imong family with the endeavors that he had, especially during your journey sa Hiya Sakadayawan, and also whenever gina-invite ka sa mga events from the city government or the City Tourism Operations Office of Davao or outside sa jurisdiction, how well supported sa imong family?
Grabe ka supportive sa akong parents, no? Especially kapag outside talaga, or especially mga government events, kasi they know the opportunity that I could grab, not only parang as a cultural representative na may title, but also as a human being who likes to enjoy parang meeting with other people, especially to the higher ups, no? Kasi I've met a lot of very distinguished people, especially you, sir.
Yes.
Sir Carlo, grabe dyan ako pag-thankful for inviting me here. And in each event, kauban dyan ako permit ka akong parents, dili dyan na sila mawala. And during sa journey na ako sa Hiya Sakadayawan, it was not easy. Grabe ang kahago, especially nga, dili siya familiar sa ako ang journey. Like, first time dyan ako. Pero, nais tanan burden ako because of my family, the support of my family, like every day, even though kanang sayo kay may magmata for events, like 4 a.m. gising na and do our glams, my parents are there. Kahit puyat sila, kahit wala na silang tulog, they're there to support me, to parang boost me every day na kaya na ako, even though I'm a first timer.
Yeah.
And like, even my heels, trust me, grabe jud kapila ko nahulog sa akong heels because I'm not familiar with it. Like, I always wear shoes and parang sandals lang na maliliit na 2 inches. And it was my first time to wear that one, pero my parents are there to always grab my hand to help me in every events that I go, and I'm very thankful for that.
Yeah.
Grabe jud.
Yeah. Grabe ang support sa imong family whenever needed. Pero kani, this is a heart-to-heart question. Wala ba yung nag-confess sa imuha na imong may special someone within your circle, or dili ba ka during your school days?
Actually, I would not lie anymore. I have a parang special someone that I'm currently entertaining.
Wow.
But yeah, we're in like a mutual understanding. Like, just take everything slow. Because I also want to, of course, since we are in a very, strict family,
Yes.
especially I'm a Muslim or Maranao, it's a very controversial topic for us to open up about like relationships. Kasi most of us are parang settling to marriage na agad. Like, hindi na talaga kami nag-start with parang relationship, boyfriends and girlfriends. But I'm very thankful kasi the one that I'm entertaining, he respects my parents. And that's a parang plus points to me kasi it's not a parang tago siya. So, I'm very open to that kind of situation where I entertain someone kasi hindi naman tayo perfect. We're just person, like, we have a heart to be attached with someone. So, what I'm thankful for is kabalo ang akong parents about this situation. But yeah, we're in a mutual understanding.
Getting to know each
Yeah,
other
getting to know each other, yeah.
Oo.
Pero hopefully soon, I'll announce.
Oo, bawal mag-spill ng tea.
Yeah,
pero,
bawal mag-spill ng tea.
pero I think, for you, unsa ideal nga age para magkawin?
Magkawin is marriage.
Yes.
Yeah, marriage, right?
Right.
I don't have a specific ideal age to get married kasi I believe it's faith. Kung faith mo talagang magkasal and makita yung nakatadhana for you, then that's the right time. But if I were to be asked, I think 27 to 28 would be an ideal age to get married.
Oh.
Yeah.
Nalayo na ko sa akong kalendaryo. Ay, wala ko
Sir, sige lang, sir. Your tadhana will be there in a while. I hope so. Let's pray for that.
Sa nganing edad, no, murag ambot lang. But anyway, modesty aside, jokes aside, but technically, I like to ask this question that, medyo, as you are made aware na majority sa Mindanaoans are Muslim, pero na po yung mga sagol-sagol na mga Christians, Catholics, but of course, how are you respecting people like me, non-Muslim, who likes to talk and also would like to seek advice?
For those who don't know, my mother is actually born Catholic.
Wow.
Yeah, and I'm very proud of that. Hindi ko talaga kinakahiya na my mother is a born and raised Catholic and convert lang siya after the marriage with my father. Pero of course, hindi naman mawawala yung values and beliefs niya kasi sa side ng family niya talaga, yun pa rin yung paniniwala na meron sila. And parang because of that, naano ko na talaga during kapag nandun kami sa side ng family ko, grabe yung respect na binibigay ko sa kanila kasi it's my mother. And it's not only because she's my mother, because respect should be everywhere. Like, regardless of your background, your status, your beliefs, I believe everyone deserves to be respected despite the differences and diversity of parang the community. And as someone, I've actually been questioned like about my religious status kasi iba yung religion ng mom and dad ko eh. So, parang na-adapt ko yung both na cultures nila kasi hindi naman yun na hindi mo siya maiiwasan, especially na meron ka ding bond with the other person. That's why, grabe talaga yung respect ko. At saka, ang dami ko ding natutunan sa side ng family ng mother ko. That's why, yun talaga yung pinaka natutunan ko to respect everyone despite the differences and diversities.
Yeah. Ito, kinid usa ka hisgutanan which is even up to now nga nagihapon ang intimidation, discrimination kay di man nato tanan ni generalize because we are opening this topic, but probably Muslims are well respected, but that's however nga the people said otherwise via cause walay kasiguraduhan kung usa sila in cause majority kay naman good sila namuyo sa dool sa kasapaan within the Muslim village cause little you know that I have relatives na Muslim technically, but what are those you wanted to debunk those na medyo lahi po ang tunada sa mga tao with regards sa mga Muslim, regardless kung Maranao, Maguindanao, Kagan, or whomsoever nga uri nga Muslim for that. How do you defend and debunk those mga butang dili haom sa mga butang na wala nato may bawal-an?
Yeah, no, tinuod jud na in terms sa amo jud na parang mga tribes na masama, especially sa Muslims, daghan kay stereotypes and generalizations happening. And I really want, it's a controversial topic.
Yeah.
Pero of course, as the voice of my people, I really want to parang use this platform now, no,
Yes.
para ma-break na tong mga generalizations about the Muslims. I mean, not all, kasi hindi naman tayo pwede mag-judge ng lahat or i-generalize lahat ng tao, pero marami pa rin talaga ang parang intimidated or they are really not well aware. So, because of lack of awareness, they generalize people or nagbibigay na sila ng verdict na ganito kami, na we are parang do not belong to the community na meron tayo ngayon. And one thing that I would really acknowledge is to respect.
Yeah.
Yun talaga, like respect and to lessen the discrimination that is happening. Kasi me, I've also experienced discrimination and bullying during my Hiya sa Kadayawan journey. A lot of people like don't like the Moro tribe because they think na because of the parang past na crisis and issues that Muslims are parang bad or marami kasing mga issues na nag-involve yung Muslim, and because of that na-adapt na nila sa sarili nila na all of the Muslims are like that. And what I could say is hindi talaga.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just really hope na everyone should, you know, to really see the positive side of everything, hindi lang naman sa Muslim community, but also to the other, like, mga indigenous groups, kasi we really face discrimination. And gusto ko lang talaga siyang i-amplify. Actually, my advocacy, one of my advocacy na ginawork ko ngayon is to parang break the stigma as well as to gain awareness about the Muslim community as well as the indigenous groups of the community. I'm planning to make a parang seminars or workshops about it for them to really know the beauty of us. Not hindi lang makita yung mga bad side, kasi hindi lang naman lahat naman tayo nagkakamali. So let's just not generalize it, and let's grow the respect more than the discrimination and the generalizations.
Okay. Here's another question, heart to heart, na kani usa kini sa pinaka bugat na hisgutanan. No, although nga we belong in the Philippine Islands, pero syempre gibiay-biayon ta sa mga taga Luzon, sa ato ang taga Mindanao, technically, because grabe ang progress, pag-improve sa estado sa Mindanao. But however, the people said otherwise. But this question I'd like to ask, do you agree that mag-separate ta from the Philippines ang Mindanao?
Ooh, that's a controversial question. So, actually, when I was like parang a teen, I'm not really into politics kasi I believe there are a lot of stress na. Sinasabi ko sa sarili ko, gina-stress ko lang yung sarili ko thinking of that. So, let's just not waste my mind to really give my side or my stand on politics for now, that we are seeing a lot of crisis and issues happening not only in Mindanao but also throughout the Philippines as well as in the other countries. For me lang naman, I don't think it's a good idea or it's the best decision to separate Mindanao with the whole Philippines, diba? I think what we could do, if I were to suggest, kahit naman I'm not really into politics, I'm not professional, I think it's best for us to see or to find more innovative na gagawin natin instead of thinking na mag-separate agad, kasi it's not helping. for me, hindi yun yung best na decision for us. Kasi there are a lot more reasons for us to amplify our community, the Mindanao, and to find innovative solutions. Kasi we have a lot of great politicians. Daghan kaayo tag pwede mabuhat for our community other than separating. Hindi siya if you would think about it, if you would think critically or deeply, what will be the effect of it kung makikipag-separate tayo? There will be a lot of cons and pros, pero let's see about it kasi pwede pa tayo gumawa ng mga solutions other than that. I think it just suggests na we are making our ego high kasi we want to separate. So, parang ego na yung pinapataas natin. So, why not just make other solutions for it to collaborate with other politicians and as well as to, to build a stronger foundation with the Philippines and to other countries as well para ma-lessen na yung issues and not to build ego.
Yeah. Yan.
Yeah.
Yun, lagi. So, good luck na lang sa ato kung ano
good
sa
luck
may
na lang sa
mahitabo. Anyway, kani, out of all katong the other 10 nga mga candidates during your time sa journey nimo sa Hiyas sa Kadayawan, in your heartfelt opinion, to whom imong pinaka-close?
Okay, so, well, actually, lahat naman sila close ko. Most of them. Pero, of course, meron ka lang talagang makaka-click sa journey ng Hiya sa Kadayawan. And, ang na-click ko talaga is si Iranon, si Ate Johara Doronan. Because, as you don't know, most ng dialect namin is same lang. Ng Iranon at saka Maranao. So, nagkaka-understand talaga kami. So, pagka may mga frustrations and pressures, kami talaga nag-vent out. And not only that, magkasama kami sa room.
Wow.
So, grabe talaga yung bonding na nakuha namin between each other sa iba. So, though lahat naman kami magka-close, pero yung understanding lang talaga, tsaka yung kulitan, grabe lang talaga yung kulitan ko with Ate Johara Doronan.
Very nice. Although na dili man kayo ko suhito katong sa press con, wala ko nakatambong, pero katong schedule of activities nakatambong ra jud ko. But anyway, we will go on with our game, which is called One Word, because ang mga guests nato I had to give and share some things and personalities that I have in mind. Wala sa listahan na you would describe them in one word. Yeah. Ready na ka, Bay City?
I am very ready. Yeah, let's see.
Let's see. I'll try my best to filter things out because with respect sa atong mga fellow Muslim brethren. So, first up, the farthest place you have visited and you'd like to go again?
Manila.
Wow. Wapakukad to. Manila.
Manila.
Yeah. The most favorite fruit?
Durian.
Wow.
Yeah, I love durian.
Me too. I have 8 durian.
I love durian.
But not everybody likes durian.
Yeah, because of the smell and aroma.
Oo. And also katong itsura sa durian. Yeah. Next one, the most hated food that you ate?
It's not hate, but I just don't like the aroma the aftertaste. So, a lot of people will hate me on this, but I don't like apple actually.
Agoy.
Yeah.
I like apple.
Sir, I'm so sorry. It's not a hate, pero feeling ko lang, para lang akong kumakain ng water. And parang may siyang aftertaste to me, so hindi ko lang talaga siya kinakain.
Sayang.
Yeah.
With respect na lang.
I would not gladly eat it. If may nasa table ka siya, I would still eat it. Pero hindi ko lang talaga siya makain or maubos.
You don't feel.
Yeah, I don't feel eating it.
Oh, grabe. Next one, of course, a personality that you are very close with, outside of Hias.
Outside of Hias, um, Sir Belenito.
Wow,
Yeah.
Sir Will.
Sir Will, hi! So, actually, grabe kayo, no? Because kahit new pa siya as our OIC, grabe na ang bond nga nahatag niya. Kasi grabe, always ko nag-visit sa office.
Yes, city tourism.
And ang chika-chika naman is like parang magkakilala na kami for how many years?
Yeah. I already know him long time ago since ABS days pa siya.
I actually also know him, like, di ba, director po siya, sir? So,
Yes.
grabe yung works niya. And the production, the best.
Nice. Can't deny.
Yeah.
Another favorite music genre.
I actually like ballads. Yeah, just chill lang. And also classical songs.
Wow. Mm-mm. Favorite word which your family or your friends speak.
Tara.
Wow.
Tara. Kasi we love adventures. So, kahit saan talaga kami, tara, let's go there.
Okay. At na to sa personalities within Davao City, Rabaya. Sa uban, ambot lang. We'll go on with first one. The former mutya ng Davao 2025, Rebecca Gail Celis.
Genuine. Grabe ka genuine si Ate Rebecca. Though, gamay lang ang amo ang parang bonding with each other. No, kay late kami, as Hias, no, kami pinakalas.
Yeah.
Nga, parang nakoronahan. Pero, even though, dili kayo may close, grabe ang iyakang pagka-genuine sa amo. And, dali na kayo siya ma-friend. Kasi, yung chika niya and everything, very genuine talaga.
Yeah. She's also a mother.
Yeah, a mother. Congratulations, Ate Rebecca.
Na-shock ba yata sa iyahang farewell speech?
Yeah. Finally, a mother. Actually, I'm very proud ang community sa iya kasi it's not new to the Mutya community na maging mother kasi in the past, bawal talaga yung pregi, but because of inclusivity, grabe, na ano dyan may na-shock me, and as well as very happy to see Ate Rebecca finally using her voice to show to everyone that she's already a mother.
Yeah. Next one, si Johanna Sultan.
Oh, authentic!
Yeah.
Authentic si Ate Johanna kasi grabe yung personality niya. Kung ano siya, yun talaga yung ipapakita ni Ate Johanna. And we're very close actually.
Nice.
Very, very, very close. Out of all Mutya, actually, close ko naman lahat. Pero si Ate Johanna kasi, siya talaga yung natatakbuhan ko in terms of like problems and also accomplishments. Grabe siya bigay ng advice sa akin.
Yeah. Minyo naman siya.
Yeah, yun na si ate. So, grabe kayo. Almost of the Hiya sisters are already parang may mga boyfriends na and meron ng mga husbands.
Nagkawin naman sila.
Nagkawin na.
Yeah. Next one, of course, Muslima Limpaw.
Kind.
Kind.
Yeah. Yun na, wala na akong masabi sa kay Ate Muslima kasi all of the parang ano na meron siya is nasa kanya talaga.
Yeah.
Si Ate Muslima actually, sir, she's my communication skills mentor.
Wow.
Very smart. And I don't think I will parang get to the crown without her. Kasi siya talaga nagturo sa akin from all the structures that I have to parang practice para sa mga Q&A ko and during my press cons.
Yeah.
Super kind ni Ate Muslima. And makulit din siya, sir. Sobrang kulit.
Very jolly.
Yeah, very jolly. Actually, yun dapat sinabi ko, pero that's okay.
Okay. Next one, your predecessor, yes, sa Kadayawan 2024, Engineer Shane Marie Awe.
That's maraming word na meron siya eh. Courageous.
Wow. Very courageous.
Yeah. Si ate, attorney na po ba siya, sir, no?
Engineer.
Engineer. No, si ano pala yung attorney. Okay. engineering, si Ate Rebecca pala.
Attorney,
Oh,
Rebecca.
almost.
Almost.
Almost, yeah.
Soon to be. But si Engineer Shane Marie Au.
Very courageous si Ate Shane. Grabe din yung guidance niya sa akin during my heels journey. Nung nanalo po ako, sir, siya talaga sa akin niya, you really have to expect pressure and parang pagod, especially pagka may mga events na ngayon araw ng Davao, duo ng Davao, as well as yung mga major events ng Davao City kasi andun talaga palagi. Present talaga lahat ng mga ambassadors.
Correct. Next is former Deputy Mayor Randy Gapor Usman.
Okay, let's see. I have to be careful in saying this kasi baka ma-SS-an ako ni Sir Randy.
Better kay he is very respected by
Yeah, okay. So, ano ba? Actually, sir, nasabi niyo na yung respected talaga si Sir Randy.
Yeah, respected.
Nasabi niyo na talaga.
Oh my God.
Pero, yeah, okay lang yun. Pero yun talaga naisip, okay, respected. Pag sabi ni Sir Randy, grabe yung respect. Kasi Sir Randy is not only a former deputy mayor, but also my uncle.
Wow.
Yeah, Sir Randy is my uncle, and grabe talaga yung respect ko sa kanya. So, in a serious note talaga, very intimidating konti si Sir Randy, pero pag nakausap mo na siya, grabe kabait.
Yeah. Next one is, of course, the former mutya ng Davao 2024, the first female plus-size mutya, Hannah Mage Picho.
At first, I was actually very intimidated by Ate Hannah. Kasi the first time I saw her, and I was trying to say hi, she didn't saw me. So, at first, sabi ko talaga, intimidating talaga at first si Ate Hannah. But then, nag-change yung perspective ko sa kanya. And genuine ang gusto kong word na ibigay sa kanya. Kasi nung una, sir, hindi talaga kami parang, hindi niya ako napansin. And I didn't know, hindi pala siya makakita. So, may, pala yung mata niya. So, hindi pa siya nag-glasses. Tapos yung glasses na siya, doon na sabi, oh my gosh, I'm very fan of you, Ate Hannah. Kasi, grabe yung parang, niya, laman ng page niya, sir, di ba? Sa videos and everything, grabe yung pagbigay niya ng advices. Not only, actually, Ate Hannah was also one who really helped me shape my future as he is sa Kadayawan. Kasi nagbigay siya ng parang mga notes, what to note if you will attend parang Mutya ng Davao or Hiya sa Kadayawan 2025, ganon. So, grabe advice niya.
Nice. Next one is,
Parang naubusan ako ng word,
grabe. Another one, the current mutya ng Davao 2026, Hannah Mary Colentril.
Bright. Yeah. Grabe ka, jolly and bright ni Hannah. Ay, mas magulang ako sa kanya ng ilang years kasi Hannah is a second year medical biology student. So, I was not expecting her to be younger than me. Pero the first time I saw her and I met with her, grabe yung pagka-bright ng personality niya. Like, the way she talk, it's full of parang words and marami ka ding matututunan sa kanya. And we saw it. Siya talaga yung nakakuha ng corona and she deserves it.
Nice. Next one is, of course, our Philippine Vice President, Sara Duterte.
Ambitious. Ang dami niyang ambisyon sa community natin sa Philippines. And the fact that even though there are a lot of crises happening and maraming parang bashings na nangyayari, she doesn't give up na ituloy na maging voice ng Filipino community, ng human community, not only sa Davao City, but also throughout the Philippines.
Next is our former President, Rodrigo Roa Duterte.
Strong-willed.
Yeah.
Strong-willed. Wala na talaga akong masabi kasi from the word strong, even though malayo siya sa atin, dun pa lang sa part na grabe yung support ng tao sa kanya, dun mo talaga makikita that he's deserving to get all the love. And he's very strong to the fact na siya lang mag-isa dun, pero lumalaban siya for us.
Nice. Next is our Mayor Sebastian Baste Duterte.
Actually, same sila ni Sir Rodrigo Duterte. Strong. Grabe talaga, sir. And also, grabe yung pagbigay niya sa atin ng parang hope na everything will be alright despite all na nangyayari sa atin kasi dami na problems, no? Na need fix. Pero Sebastian Duterte is there for us.
Nice. Next one, our Vice Mayor Rodrigo Rigo Duterte II.
Okay. Pure. Very pure si Sir. I have met him siguro mga ilang times na din. He's actually a bit timid, pero when you give him the mic, grabe yung nabibigay niya sa atin na words.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right. Next one, si Christine Claire Tar. Hiyas sa Kadayawan 2023.
Okay, let's think of the word for her. Kasi kanina nagamit ng mga English, I want to use Tagalog word.
Okay. Sige.
Kadayawan. Yun talaga na word yung gusto ko ibigay sa kanya. Kasi she was the reason why I really wanted to join Hiyas sa Kadayawan 2025. And yan na word ang hindi ko makakalimutan kapag narinig ko talaga yung pangalan niya.
Nice. Next one, events host, John Marine Rendon.
Jolly! Same talaga, jolly talaga si... Pagka siya na yung nag-host, I really love when she hosts talaga kasi nabubuhay talaga yung audience. Kasi the ambience really start with the host itself. So kung ano yung ibibigay ng host na energy, yun talaga yung makukuha ng mga audience. So grabe yung aura niya. And she's also very pretty.
Yeah. Next one, the former pag-asa ng Davao 2025, Catriana Nasir Batu.
Gorgeous. Actually, si Ate Catriana, may jewelry, po siya, diba?
Yes.
And she actually, gave me one of her masterpieces. And sabi ko talaga, grabe, hindi ko talaga masuot yung binigay niya sa akin na earrings kasi parang, I think of it as her. It's very gorgeous talaga. Like Ate Catriana Batu.
Yeah. Sentimental value.
Yeah, sentimental talaga siya.
Yeah. Grabe. And of course, last but far from least, Ganang Pangcarlo Dolier. Just describe me in one word by city.
Matatag.
Wow.
Yes, Sir Carlo is very, very matatag. Daghan kay mga events na always present si Sir Carlo. Dili jud ako ni siya parang dito nga absent siya kay always na ko siya masilayan and always ni mag-meet, like always mabuhay ug madayaw. Grabe ang katatag niya to serve the community and also to serve the media itself. And actually condolence po sir, no?
Yeah.
Kasi naano ko talaga, pero despite all na naranasan niya, despite di parang personal problems and difficulties niya, grabe siya katatag. Na-interview yapon ko niya, kahit meron siyang mga sariling, alam mo yun, difficulties sa life.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you so
Yeah,
much,
then that's
sir.
about it for our one word. But of course, dili na ko unta ipangutana sa imo how regarding this kay hapit na baya ang Kadayawan
Yeah.
again for this year, almost pa man. At the same time, birth month pa nako na.
Oh!
Yeah. But I would like to ask regarding sa the future successor of your I don't know kaninong tribe nga imong ipasa na ning corona, but if ever this video will be shown, will be released, unsay imong heartfelt message to your future successor regardless kung tribe na or bangsa.
Yeah, so ang message lang dyan, no, sa not only sa mga future successors na ko, but also to the people or to future or aspirants na gusto mag-appeal o hiya sa kadayawan, no, is to have the courage, no? Kung as me, ako na mismo mag-ingon na first time dyan na ako. Pero despite that, I got the crown because I had the courage and authenticity to fight for that. And one thing I would really give to the cultural ambassadors aspirants is to be authentic, to be you lang talaga. And also to not think of getting the crown, but to be the representation of your tribe itself. Like, show and cultivate the power of the 11 ethno-linguistic community. Yun lang talaga.
Right. And as we're about to end, of course, kay syempre, di pa ni ang last, kay syempre, napay mga uban na ako nang interview that hiyas sa panaghiusa o of course, the other hiyas na kauban ni Bai City, Norhana Sangkaan. I think this is your ample time nga maghatag og message of shukran, of course, sa mga tao who had supported you, not only sa Maranao community, but also the entirety of Davao City, as well katong, ambot lang kung na mga sponsors na gihatag sa imo during the time na gikoronahan ka. It's your time, Bai City, Norhana Sangkaan.
So, first and foremost, I would really love to thank the Almighty for giving me this opportunity, the most merciful, to give me this opportunity and responsibility to serve the community and to be their voice and to showcase the beauty of the whole Davao City community. And next, I would like to thank my families, my handlers, makeup artists, wardrobe, Love and Styles, for the very, very pretty wardrobes every time may mga events ako. I would also like to thank the deputy mayors, Mr. Himo Osman, the former deputy mayor, Sir Randy, and also the 11 ethno-linguistic tribes na mayors. And I would also thank my Hiya sisters. Grabe ang help nila sa ako sir during the advocacy part kasi kami talaga yung nagwo-work, and without them, I don't think I could make everything work as a cultural ambassadress. Shout out to Ate Catherine, our Hiya sa Panakiusa, as well as to Jovi, our Hiya sa Kalambuan, and to my other sisters from the 11 ethno-linguistic tribes. Thank you talaga. And to all the sponsors, to Dito Katala community. I am actually the Hiyas na Dito Katala community. So, grabe, thank you kayo for parang choosing me, for seeing the light in me. And also to Smart Choice Award na nahatag po sa ako to the Smart for accommodating me after my Hiyas journey. Wala ko ninyo gipabayaan. And to other sponsors, na dili na ako ma-mention kasi daghan po mo. Daghan po na nga dili ano na po nako per you know you. A lot of people or the sponsors nga naghatag sa ako and making things possible for me, especially sa akong appearance in every media, in every event, sa mga sponsors sa akong mga sinina, sa akong mga anik-anik and everything, sa poblasyon. Tapos, I would also like to thank the Davao City community, the Tourism Operations Office, to the City Government of Davao for really helping me shape my future and to amplifying my voices as a cultural ambassador. And lastly, I would like to thank Kadangpan Carlo Dollar for inviting me today for a heart-to-heart talk. Grabe talaga, during my history, wala pa akong na-invite for interview. So gusto ko talagang ma-open up lahat from my journey sa Hiya sa Kadayawan to my journey as a cultural ambassador. Dili dyan ako naingon tanan. And And ako talaga ang nagsabi kay sir na ma-interview ako. And finally, and thankfully, na-interview na talaga tayo ni Sir Carlo. Thank you kayo, sir. Mabuhay madayaw.
Shukran for the time you're given to me. Bai City, Norhana, Sangkaan, di hiya sa Kadayawan 2025, hiya sa Bangsa, Maranao. And just right before we end, I would like to read this certificate of appreciation, I believe, because this is really important. This certificate of appreciation is hereby given to City Norhana, Sangkaan, Hiyas sa Kadayawan 2025 for the invaluable and heartfelt contribution given by sharing of stories and experiences during the Kadangpan Digital's one-on-one heart-to-heart interview program. Given this very day, the release of the broadcast, the 31st of March 2026, the year of our Lord Allah 2026 at Drip and Dip Cafe, on the corner in Inigo Street, Davao City. So, here you go, Bai City.
Thank you so much, sir. Shukran po to Sir Carlo Dollar and to also the Kadangpan Media
Yes.
for really inviting me here for a heart-to-heart talk and for this valuable certificate. I will really keep this and put in my parang wall.
Yeah, so that's many achievements that you
Yeah,
had.
grabe ang achievement. Dito pa lang sa part na ma-interview ako ni Sir, it's already an honor.
Yeah. Oo, murag na open up na gyud ang tanan. Sorry na lang sa ubang media nga.
Okay na po ako, sir. Everyone, ano na talaga, na-interview na talaga ako about my journey as siya sa Kadayawan 2025.
Yes. Og pasalamatan sad nato. Syukran sa atuang venue na gigamit karon. Mao ang Drip and Dip Cafe located at Anda Corner Inigo Street, Davao City. Where of course, as you made aware that we brought some of our guests here where they shared their experiences and also their journeys for this program and also our meaningful interviews. But because no holds barred kini, but still this is an open discussion regardless of whoever, open tanan, Christians, Muslim, indigenous peoples. Dili lang nato istorya ang 5-letter word dahil sa pikas, basta the politically correct term is IPs or
IPs,
indigenous peoples. So probably murag enough na nini nga istorya ni Bai City Norhana dinhi. Sorry na lang sa ubang media because she had said it almost everything. Yeah. Maybe the next time ato na nga ibalik pag-usab si Bai City Norhana for the guest, but this time it will be the three of them.
Yeah.
Try our very, very best. And that's about it for our one-on-one heart-to-heart interview. Kung kini ang inyong ubos na lagad ang inyong kadangpan, Carlo Dolier. Naghaking salamat at maayong nga adlaw kaniyong tanan amping permente. Once again, mabuhay ug madayaw. Syukran.